It was here in this part of Tautphaus Park, where playground equipment used to stand, that Derek Larson was brutally stabbed nearly 30 times. The accused killer, 18-year-old Brian Mitchell. His family has remained quiet until now. In this EastIdahoNews.com exclusive, his brother says he's ready to break his silence.
I couldn't believe that he would do something like that.
Michael Mitchell. When he arrived, was he acting suspicious?
He seemed stressed out, like he didn't feel so well anymore.
Never imagined his only brother would be called a killer. What was your reaction when you saw that he had been charged with murder?
I was shocked. I was really confused. I didn't really know what to think.
Mr. Mitchell, were you able to watch a video that advised you of your rights there in the jail today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Brian Mitchell currently sits in isolation at the Bonneville County Jail, charged with second-degree murder. The victim, 31-year-old Derek Larson, found brutally stabbed to death on this Tautphaus Park playground on August 16th. How did you first hear about what had happened at Tautphaus Park?
On the news.
You saw it on the news?
Mm-hmm.
And did you ever imagine that your brother may have been associated with it?
No.
Mitchell claims Larson tried to sexually assault him twice at the park, and the stabbing was self-defense. Investigators say after Larson was stabbed nearly 30 times, Mitchell ran to his father's home in Idaho Falls. From there, his dad drove him to Shelley, where Mitchell's grandmother lives, and where Michael was waiting. Did he mention anything to you about it?
I'm not comfortable answering that right now.
And was he stressed and worried?
Yeah, he tried to sleep a lot. He avoided the news as much as possible.
A few days later, detectives showed up, took Mitchell into custody, and he was charged with murder. Since that day, Michael says his family has been trying to come to terms with the situation.
I'm a little horrified at the fact that someone would try to, sexually assault him.
Do you think that then he was justified in what he did?
I think he reacted to the situation the only way he thought he could. He woke up and there was a guy in the tube trying to do these things to him, so he might have gone a little overboard. I think that if Derek had stopped, my brother probably would have just left.
Michael says his brother had a relatively normal childhood, although he dropped out of school in the 8th grade and was homeless at the time of the murder. He admits Brian had some troubles, but says his brother never showed violent tendencies.
He's never gone out of his way to be violent. He's just been a kid, having a good time, I guess. And then, you get thrown into a situation like that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Michael believes the second-degree murder charge should be dropped in exchange for a lesser charge.
I think second-degree murder is a little overboard. I think this is the state trying to look at it as a malicious assault instead of a self-defense. So I think the state's going to try and push for the highest penalty.
Is there anything you want the public to know about your brother?
Mostly just he's not a monster, like everyone's trying to paint him out to be, it seems.
How do people react to you when you're in town? I mean, do they know that you're related? You guys look very similar.
Yeah, I have heard a couple of people that I used to know ask me if I was going to stab them. Yeah.
In a joking way, or are they somewhat serious?
I don't even know. I get fed up with it after a while.
While he may be fed up, Michael says he stands by his brother and is hoping for a good outcome. Is there anything that you would want to say to the Larson family?
I'm sorry that someone had to die.
Michael says he talks with his brother Brian a few times a week, but they have never discussed what allegedly happened here. Brian goes before a jury trial in April. We did reach out to the Larson family for comment. They declined our requests for an interview. Reporting in Idaho Falls, I'm Nate Eaton, EastIdahoNews.com.